So with the TED Talk simulation
Incredible.
though,
That's
like
so cool.
what'd you do with that? Because it just you kind of brush through it in the TED Talk itself, but like what were you doing for the police?
For the police, so it was going to be given to them as a training. I passed the project down after I left the company, but essentially it's supposed to help them. There was like legislation that was passed where they decriminalized victims of human trafficking in the region that I was in, apparently. So fun fact, the two places where, illicit massage parlors are the most prominent are where I was living in San Luis Obispo and Seattle, where I'm living now. So it's super cool. Everywhere that I live, it just follows me. No, it does not cool.
Is there a reason why those two places are the most prominent?
I have no idea. Like the presence of strip malls. You know what I mean? It's like, I wish I could. I don't remember like the actual facts of it, but it was that. And then so because of that, because of the shift in legislature, they needed to shift their attitudes and their approaches to it, which is why the virtual reality simulation was basically giving them a no consequences opportunity for them to practice their empathy skills so that they wouldn't have to, be like destructive.
So you're not going to fuck it up with somebody who's actually just been through something.
Yeah, who's going to shut down if you do not handle it properly.
That's huge.
So can you like give some detail to that?
Yeah.
I'm just like
so
having trouble visualizing it.
For sure. So what I designed was like a massage parlor that you would walk in and everything. And so there would be signs. First of all, there would be like clues and stuff around that were signs of what made it an illicit business, whether it be like a fake business license, like a place where they would keep money, like in the toilet, like all these different types of.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they would hide money, like cash, like for money laundering. They would hide them in like the back of toilets.
Oh, in the tank.
Mm-hmm, in the tank.
Huh.
And so all of these, I worked with nonprofits and I read a lot in terms of like what made an illicit massage parlor. And so I tried to recreate those circumstances, and then you would walk in and then there would be a woman who I created. No, I didn't give her birth. I designed her, and it was an AI. And so you would try to have a conversation with her, and based on your tone and based on the words you would say, she would respond differently. So the optimal use case was that you were kind and you were understanding and you weren't threatening. And if you did that, she'd be able to open up to you.
God, how did you even do that though? Like I just, your background's in computer science so
it's computer science and psychology.
Okay. Wow.
I wish they would give that kind of training to like literally every law enforcement person.
That's the thing. Yeah, that's like
it seems affordable. You know what I mean? Like it's virtual reality. It's
virtual reality. It's becoming more accessible. Yeah. Like it's what's it called? The original project was like help law enforcement, and I was just like, take it a step back here. What are we helping them for?
Help them help people.
Help them help people. Yeah. So that was like essentially what the project. The main parts of it were. So you would walk around the parlor, find the clues, and like be able to investigate the space, but then you would interact with the woman. And so by the end of it, when you were on the field or you were actually doing the thing, you would actually have, okay, this is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
This is how we're supposed to approach it. Let's take a step back and not be aggressive.
What? So for the AI shit, like when you are programming it based off of like tone and things like that, like how is that even registered? Is it like pitch? Is it like
there are programs for it, right? I had the Amazon Halo for a while.
Yeah.
And it would like give me readouts of my interactions throughout the day. Like, oh, you were really like happy and friendly in this interaction, and you were like a little closed off and like you seem
like
tense.
natural language processing.
Yeah. Also based on your heart rate, right?
You guys are talking about this I feel like I'm completely out of the loop right now.
So,
I don't have I've played with an Oculus for like 3 days straight, and by the end of it, I was incredibly sore.
And your balls are just empty,
and
that's all you did.
But it's so immersive too. Like it was totally. I mean, we've talked about it. It's almost like getting
I
off
love
of
the Oculus. Me and my wife both have them. Like we do like ping pong together. Like we do like, I mean,
I bought one for my dad and he's so excited about it. He's like, Zahnae, I've always wanted to go to the Metaverse. And I'm like,
really cool.
I'm
I'm a big fan of the Oculus. I have a like big collection of games on there.
It's a good one. It's a good place. It's but yeah, so like not to get too deep into it, but there is a branch of computer science that processes language and is able to capture sentiment, as in how positive or negative it is, and also like be able to group words together to capture that, and also tonal things is another thing you can capture too. So it's possible with short and short. It's like that kind of thing where, yeah, as you talked about, I worked with Amazon Web Services to develop the thing. So it was like little Daddy Bezos was out here making this happen.
I'll tell you what I did not like about the Halo was they're like, all right, set your camera at a low angle on the ground and get down in your underwear. Like just get down to your underwear and just let it take a picture of you so that we can make like a 3D model of your horrible body. So that you can, and then they give you this option of like, what would I look like with this fat percentage? And then you're like, ah, shit.
Wait, it shows you?
Yeah, it makes like a 3D model of your body. And it's like, you have this much body mass index. And then
That's fucking wild.
yeah. And
how did Fat Gard look?
about the same as I look now.
No, but you're down 10 pounds.
Yeah. Been doing yoga.
Yeah.
Yoga.
every day,
Do you do regular yoga or hot yoga?
It's hot when I do it.
And yo.
No, I just do Peloton yoga.
Peloton's
It's great.
On the bike?
No.
I was like, wow, does
No.
it's just
I just
a side thing that Peloton's doing?
Yeah, they have yoga. They have a bunch of different workouts.
God damn. All of this
They have a
stuff kind of
treadmill,
like,
too.
I don't know if it's how I was raised or just how I feel about technology, but like it's kind of fucking terrifying to me.
It is terrifying.
That like a computer based off of word combinations and like what somebody assumes are indicators of these things are actual things. Like it just. All right, do you have any concerns about that yourself?
Oh yeah, that's why I have a computer science degree, because I was like, if the robots take over, whose side am I on?
Yeah, you got to
The winning side.
Yeah.
The winning side. So
They're gonna need workers too. I feel like
Exactly.
if I have a good attitude, they'll let
I
me.
know, I feel like if I just really try to adapt the personality of a sex robot, that's gonna really help me in the upcoming war.
What's like some of the weirdest shit you've seen with AI
With the weirdest shit with AI.
or VR, or
The fact that like one of the reasons why the market's doing so well is because of the sex simulations. You could put goggles on and have sex with someone with anime titties.
really?
Yeah.
So how does that work? Is there like
There's some not to shame it, but there's I've seen a video where they have goggles on and then like a pillow or something like that in front of them, and then they're just like,
And they're just grabbing the pillow.
yeah, they're just fucking grabbing the pillow. And it's the thing. It's like if you got to get your nut, you got to get your nut. I know it's like a totally valid way to use technology, but it just is not my favorite thing in the whole world.
I have a theory that once sex robots, primarily female sex robots, obviously, are like affordable and available, we're going to see a huge dip in aggressive crime.
See, I feel that. But okay, the other day I was reading this article. Not that I don't know how I found it, but it was about this guy who had a sex robot girlfriend, and while
He had one?
he had one.
They
He has
already
one.
exist?
They exist already. They're not the best quality, but they exist.
what
And,
they look like? Because like what you like,
Whoa, time out.
blonde.
because what you described
Because they make
the,
those sex dolls.
Sex dolls. It's like a sex doll, but there's a little bit. I mean, I don't know if it was a robot, but it was a sex doll. Something like she had like giant tits and blonde hair and everything, and like not much of a.
It wasn't in VR though. It was
No.
like an actual physical,
real physical,
Like moving a dead body around.
moving a dead body, and so she was getting repaired, and then he cheated on her while she was getting repaired. That's what this article is about infidelity against sex doll robot.
What news source was this?
Huffington Post. No. I don't know. I'll send you the article later.
Is like,
genuinely.